Howdy dowdy everyone. So today I'm doing another collaboration with the CAC, and this one is for breast cancer awareness. So I'm going to be making a card which looks like this. It is very fun and very messy, but I think it looks awesome. And it really is such a great technique that I think it was May did on one of her, was it scripture journaling, I believe. I have a bug. Ugh, get out of here. So we're actually going to do like a hot dog style card. So instead of cutting at 5.5, you're going to be cutting at 4 1/4. And then scoring at 5.5. And then we're also going to need a pink mat that is 4 by 5 1/4, and then 3 3/4 by 5 in white. Now what I'm going to use is a cookie cutter, which I think we need to get back to using these as templates because they rock. And I don't know why we stopped using them. I lost my pencil. Where did it go? Well, darn it. How does that happen? I guess if you have a messy desk like me, I mean, you can lose anything. Goodness gracious, where did it go? That is so weird. Someone like totally stole my pencil. Alright, I guess we're just going to use our Sharpie instead of the pencil. No, I want to use a pencil because it is a cookie cutter and I'm going to be using it for cookies. Sorry. Just grabbed a different one. I honestly, where in the... Oh, I found it. It's this weird blue color and it's dark, so I can't see it when it goes missing. So we're sorry guys. We're gonna take the white mat and we're gonna place our heart in roughly the center of it, and we're just gonna make a trace around it. As I was saying, I think we should get back to using cookie cutters as templates because they're just so cheap and they can be found so easily. So why not use them, right? Oops. Alright, so I'm going to have to take an eraser to it. Or not. Well, I'm just gonna... Doesn't that suck when your eraser sucks? Let's see what we got here. Sorry, I mean to be more planned than this, but goodness. I don't know what is happening. Alright. So get a good heart going on here, and you can also use a die as a template or just freehand the heart. That always works very good. I actually had bought a new cookie cutter that was a heart and I don't know where it went. Like, I looked in my cookie cutters and it's missing, and I was like, well, maybe I put it in with my Christmas stuff? I don't know. So now I'm going to trace this with a Sharpie. It's okay if it looks a little rustic, because it's handmade, of course. And it's probably going to go to someone you love, because it's all pink. Because it is thinkpinkart, hashtag. Whoosh. And there we have it. A black Sharpie heart. But it's not going to be so whoop-pow. It's going to be more... What I'm using is a Pretty in Pink Stampin' Spot. And also a Studio G no name. Normally I don't like to use these because they're so, I think it's chalky, but with this one it blends really well. And also I'm going to be using a rich raspberry. Doesn't that just sound delectable? Alright, so I'm going to take the Pretty in Pink. I'm just going to start with this, just the edge of the Stampin' Spot, and drag it like so, and then just keep going around the heart. Now May did it as a sunburst, but I thought it would be so cool to give someone like this, like a heart bursting. Not, you know, in a bad way, but in a good way. Like, I love you, and bursts heart. Alright. Oh no! My lid fell off. Alright, so then I'm going to take the Studio G one. I'm just going to go in the center of where I put those two, where the other two leave a gap, and just give it a good coating of that ink. It almost reminds me of like the 70s, because everything was all like bursting and full of color. Alright, now I'm going to do my love you sentiment first, and then I'm going to finish off with the Studio G, and you'll see what I do. So I'm going to use the rich raspberry for my sentiment. I'm going to use a love you stamp from TPC Studio. It's called Greetings. I got it at Joann's. I'm just going to put that in the center. There we go. Put my lid back on. And I'm going to take that Studio G, I'm going to let that sit for a little bit, just like a second, just so it has enough time to dry, so I'm not smearing that rich raspberry all over the place. I'm going to take my Studio G, and I'm just going to circle it around that, the heart. I guess it's not really circling it, it's hearting it, because it's not a circle. It's almost like an ombre effect, because it's a darker and then a lighter shade, and I think that looks awesome. I mean, you guys can use whatever colors you want. Just give it a good, ooh, keeps sliding off. It doesn't want me to work with it. Alright, so there is that. Then I'm going to put this on some foam circles, some pop dots. If you want to use like foam tape, that's easier. Well, not really easier, it's just, I think they're less expensive to use the foam tape, but I like the dots. They're easier to find. Like, you can get the dots at Walmart, or even like in the Michael's Dollar section, you can find a pack of, I think, 60. And we're going to put 6. Whoop. Oh no, I lied. That's not right. We're going to put 9 dots. Let's move that one a little bit, just so it doesn't show. Like so. Then I'm going to need 3 more for the bottom. What's good about the foam dots is it comes with the little case, or not like a case, but what holds the dots in place, and you can use that for your cards too, as like a foam dot type thing. I did that in the jungle card, if you remember that. Quite sticky. And then I'm going to take the pinkish mat that we did. I'm going to take the rich razzleberry. I'm just going to run the edges with it. Give it a nice coating of that rich razzleberry. And I'm also going to take the heart that we just did. It wasn't really stamping. Well, we inked out, I guess. And give that a good rub down there. Make sure you get all the sides nice and good, just so it gives a little bit more dimension, a little bit more contrast. And then I'm going to take our card base and my tape runner, because I am best friends with my tape runner now. We had a rough patch there for a little bit, but I think we got over it. Come on. Of course, when I say that we're good now, it's not going to behave. Just because it wants to be a naughty little thing. So we're going to go ahead and center that on our card base. Give it a good swoosh. Swoosh. And then we're going to go ahead and put our popped up heart right in the center there. Give it a good pat down. Pat, pat, pat. Do a little circle dance. And then you're going to go ahead and flip open your card base. Get your whatever you want to decorate the inside with. I'm going to use this cute little dotted heart stamp with the rich razzleberry. Oh, I'm so glad that didn't get on my card base. Give that a good inking up. And then I'm going to put it right here on the side. Beautiful. And then, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz, I'm going to take some Studio G glitter glue in pink, because I am addicted to glitter glue now. If you haven't seen some of the projects lately, I have been doing glitter glue like crazy. And we're just going to outline that black so it's not as harsh. And it'll be glittery. Because glitter is a girl's best friend. well, most girls, is also the herpes of the craft world. The other day I was using glitter glue, and I normally take my lunch break when I make a card, and because Daniel works third shift, so I normally take my lunch break at 1 in the morning. So it's like, well, I was in the middle of making a card. It was actually the bubbling test tube one, and I had glitter like all over my hands, and I was like, but I'm too hungry. So I did a really quick, wash, and it ended up like still being on my hands, and my hand like stuck to my burrito, and I ended up eating so much glitter. Let me tell you, it was the most delicious glitter I've ever known. But I just love their, loaded potato loaded grillers. Oh goodness, I just can't get away from them. It's like, you tell yourself to be good. You can't eat out, because it's expensive, and it's very fatty and high in calorie and whatnot. And then you just you hear it, and you're like, oh, I want it so bad. And it's like, well, you can have one cheat day, and then it's like, oh, you can have another cheat day, and it's like the whole week has gone by, and you're just eating crap. It happens with pop too, but enough with boring you guys about my my weakness. But these are some, I think, lovely cards that would go to a lovely home, to someone who needs a little love. Maybe they found out they just, got some cancer, got a lump. Because everyone needs to be checking for the lumps. Not the lovely lumps, the bad lumps. But checking. And I think that someone would be really grateful to get a card like that, to know that you're thinking about them during this hard time and this rough patch in their life. Because Lord knows everyone gets so many rough patches. Oh. But it's how the human life works. You just gotta stay strong, Good stuff. Good stuff to counteract the bad stuff, right? I think that's what our motto is really for crafting and art in general. Counteract the bad stuff with some art, right? If you think that's a good philosophy, comment down below, or like the video if you like these projects. Well, I guess it's just a card, but if you like the card. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. It's a little crazy here, if you haven't noticed. Going a little bit of, some rambling. But it's fun, And I hope you guys are having a crazy day. Not too crazy. Good crazy, not bad crazy. We don't like bad crazy here. And hopefully you guys will go and check out everybody else that has done the CAC collaboration, because I know there's been a whole bunch of awesome projects going on. Some really great talented people in that group. And so many people are just getting in with other YouTubers, so it's lots of hops that I've been seeing. Hopefully I can get one of those going here soon. I know, lots of promises, but we'll try. That's my motto, we'll try. Alright, I hope you guys are going to have a good day. See you guys later.